What up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Zach, and it is January 18th on a Saturday, a beautiful overcast Saturday here in Marysville, Washington, where I live. And this is a continuation follow-up video on myself quitting kratom. And I quit kratom of last year, December. Um, I quit it around December like 19th, I believe, 18th or 19th. So today I could basically safely say it's been roughly about a month, 29 or 30 days, and I'm starting to feel pretty much normal, like how I felt without kratom. Well, before my whole tooth pain, and in my previous video I explained why I started kratom in the first place. So it took about a month. It was pretty rough. My emotions were all over the place. My mood was very unstable. But at the same time, I had to quit drinking alcohol. Well, not so much quit. I'll touch on that in a second. But um, I also stopped drinking alcohol to just help my mood and just to help my overall well-being while I was in the process of quitting kratom. And that helped a lot. Because alcohol is a depressant. So when you quit something like kratom, which generally lifts your mood when you ingest it and affects your brain in certain ways when you ingest it, that combined with alcohol, a depressant, um, just isn't good news. So I decided to drop alcohol, and I did that on the first of the year, 2019. And I haven't done that. This is going to sound kind of bad, but I haven't quit alcohol for a solid 18 days since like I was probably 18 or 19. I started drinking pretty consistently by the time I hit 18 or 19. Before that, it was just, I drank whenever I had a chance, whenever I was at a party or whatnot. And then when I hit 18, 19, it was, if not once a week, like twice a week. And if I missed a week, I definitely made up for it the following week. So I wasn't an alcoholic in the sense of like I had to wake up and start drinking because I had the shakes, but I definitely made drinking in my schedule at least multiple times a month. Um, it was just a lifestyle. It's how I uh, it's how I clicked with people, I guess you could say. And I think that's how a lot of people start drinking initially. It's just socially accepted, um, just to go out and get hammered on the weekends and then go work all week. That's the American way. You work all week and then you get fucked up on the weekends. You buy your alcohols and you smoke your cigarettes and you use your tobaccos. But thankfully, I live in a state where marijuana is legal, so that's been my new crutch. But I stuck to my resolution. I still haven't drank. I quit kratom. I always smoked weed. I continue to smoke weed. It's never really been a problem for me. Usually, when I smoke, I focus on a task. I don't just smoke and like lay around and watch TV. So that was never an issue. However, I did quit, and when I did start, I cut down significantly. Um, and I'm probably going to take another tolerance break off that. And I might not smoke weed again for a long time, but I'm just kind of knocking out one substance at a time, gradually. Like I said, I quit alcohol on January, so that was January 1st. So that was a couple weeks after I quit kratom. I didn't just drop them both at the same time. Then I'm slowly gonna quit smoking weed, and then after that, I need to quit chewing tobacco. I started chewing tobacco to get myself off of cigarettes, and now I'm addicted to a can a day of Grizzly Wintergreen. So I'll let you know how that goes to whoever may be watching. So yeah, that's that. See, I just got all these random cans of Grizzly wintergreen laying around. Fucking, I hate it. It's a gross habit. Don't ever start chewing. So yeah, I'm gonna quit that, and I'm just trying to think of something positive to say to everybody. I'm guilty of it, and this is off topic of everything I was just talking about. I'm kind of going to a different subject now. And I'm gonna talk about the ego for a second, and I'm guilty of it too. But being self-loathing and kind of wallowing in your own misery and always thinking about your own problems, yes, that all gives you anxiety, and you're just stuck in like constant thought loops. And if you overanalyze things and you're overanalyzing your life, some of that to an extent is all right, but it becomes like egotistical after a while. And what I mean by that, even though you might not be thinking about like bad things, like, how can I rip off this person, or, get more money, or screw the other person. What I mean egotistically is because you're so indulged on yourself that, if you just stopped the act for a second, if you didn't constantly worry about money, okay, and you just decided to drop that, and you went out and you helped somebody do a job for free, or you did some type of like community service, or you gave somebody let's say that you gave somebody less fortunate than you some money, even though you didn't have a whole lot yourself. Well, that takes the focus off of yourself for a second. And I've heard the expression say like depression is hate turned inward. Well, what if happiness is love projected outward? Has anybody ever thought of that? So that's something I'm going to start practicing myself, instead of being so self-loathing and so like introspected and living in my head all the time. I'm going to be like more extroverted as far as what I can contribute to like my qualities, like what is something. I'm gonna sit down with a piece of paper and write down all my qualities of what makes me a decent person, and I'm gonna try to project that onto the world more often than not, and hopefully that'll lift some of the self-loathing, like introspective, egotistical, negative thoughts that I've been having lately. And I don't know. I'm just gonna practice that to relieve some anxiety that I've been having, and meditation. I'm gonna start meditating. Yeah. So if you're watching this, I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.